Greetings, guys. This is Silverleaf. On the forum, one of the members there had asked me in regards to Gregor had asked he would like to see some examples of some of the softwares that I had mentioned. So what I've got here, we're going to start with a pretty simplistic one. This is using ImageSynth, which is a software program that takes two textures and combines them into a third brand new texture, but more importantly also makes it tileable. And this is the first image that I've decided to use, and I like it. We've got some, I don't really like the sticks, so I could edit those by themselves, but, and then the second image is this, and what my idea is, we have a texture that's going to be off the beaten path, maybe a very a seldomly used road. At one time there was a lot of traffic on it. Maybe it's off the salt route, and just kind of leads up into a tiny village that's sparsely populated. So we're going to go ahead and get to this. I'm going to open up ImageSynth, and I've already got a texture here, or a size of 512. So you just click on the new tool, and we've got it set to 512. You always want to go by make them square. So 1024 by 1024, 256. 512 is a pretty good size to use in this, so we're going to click OK. Now we need to go ahead and import our images. And we're going to go ahead and add image, and I'm going to come down here to my two that I have, grass and leaves, and scale image down to fit within the output. Absolutely. And then we need to add the secondary image, which is the same thing, just repeating the process. So we now have two. I'm going to go ahead to this chunk, and I'm going to come over here to the right, and we're going to go to the input part of it. Input is what we're putting in. Output is what's going to be finished. So input, second tab, and the number of chunks, we're going to leave that at 50. And the size of the chunks, we're going to actually drop that down. I already did a pre-test on this and it was a little too big. We're going to go 25%, and then we're going to go ahead and generate. And now that has created independent chunks from different spots on that texture. And now we're going to go ahead and repeat the process again with the same ones, and that's done that quickly. The last thing to do is go over here to output, and we're going to go over here to placement. Now you can choose the semi-regular. We want to go with random. The jittering, we're going to go ahead and take that to, say, 10%. And we're going to go ahead and start. And there you go. You now have this texture that has all this stuff. We're going to go ahead and zoom in on this, and it says zoom is out mouse wheel, so out. And we're going to go ahead and zoom in on this a little bit so you can see it a little better. And that looks pretty good. Now I do have some leaves right in here that I don't particularly like. So we're going to go ahead and go to the eraser tool. I'm going to choose square, and I'm going to bring it down in size a little bit. And I'm just going to go ahead and delete. Do I have that stick there? Just looking real quick. Yeah, there's a stick right here. Don't particularly like them together because, you know, you want something that's going to be unique. And I'm just erasing this real briefly, real quickly. And we've got another little spot right there, and that one. And that looks pretty good. And then we'll go ahead and start it again, and it recreated. Now every once in a while you'll get, there we go. You'll get a duplicate. You'll have to repeat the process, but that's it. That's how quick that it has created this. And it is now a third texture which has combined both of those textures together, and that looks pretty good. And the last thing that we can do on this is go ahead and save it, and you bring that up, and we're going to go ahead and save it as grass 2. There's already one that I saved that way. I sort of like this one better, so I'm just going to save over it. And by the way, you can save this as a multitude of different file types. I prefer PNG just because it makes it transparent, and then I can edit it. Now, how would I use this? I can use it within 3D Studio Max, Softimage, to, say, put down ground texture. And you could certainly, I don't know if you would use this thatching on a roof, because that's a little odd looking, but yeah, you never know. And then it also could be used within Bryce, which is more of a landscaping program. You can create great artistic works with that as stills. And that pretty much does it, guys. That should cover how Softimage works. And if you like these videos, I guess I can do more of them on other software applications, creating 3D objects within or for use with the Harn world. So I hope this helps.